welcome to my channel. My name's Dawn, I'm the Reclusive Crafter, and it's Quickfire Friday, and you'll be pleased to hear I've actually done some prepping for this to speed things up a little bit. I am making some more pockets for the blue Vintage Blue Hues. I forgot what it was called then. And what I've done is I have printed 4 pages to a page, and I'm going to use these as backgrounds for a couple of the pockets. So this is the only bit I haven't prepped because I wanted to show you what I was up to. So I'm just going to cut a couple of these out and make a start. So literally today I am just putting these pockets together because, like I say, they are all planned out, which is fab, and hopefully it will not take too many moments. We shall see, won't we? Right, let's have those 2. Okay, I think that's there. I shall save those for something else. And although the base picture is exactly the same, they are going to look very different because of what I've planned to embellish them with. Okay, so those are the bases for the pockets. Oops. And when you print 4 pages to a page, the size you get is perfect for pockets because it actually works out at just over 5.5 inches. Let me just check that is going to fit on the page. Okay, it is. That'll fit on the page perfectly. Okay, so it's just over 5.5 inches in width, which is probably a bit wider than I would normally do a pocket, but it will work. And it's 4 inches in depth. Okay, and I am going to just put a little thumb notch in there. Where's my thumb notch? That'll do it. It's a bit big, but it's all right. I'm going to pop maybe about there, I reckon. Okay. There we go. The thumb notches are in. All right, so we now know that they are definitely pockets. And I think I will also grab another punch, and I'm just going to do a little old fluted edge on both sides just to give it a little bit of extra. Oh, I've cut my little cherubs off. Poor little cherubs. Never mind. They'll be fine. There we go. Right then, so that's the corners done. I'm going to just pop a little bit of ink, and I'm using the blue. This one was from Hobbycraft, as you can see, and I'm not even sure what colour it says. Pale blue. There we go. So it's a pale blue from Hobbycraft that I'm using. I literally picked this up. I'm going to just corner those little bits as well. I picked this up the other day when I was out and about because I've only got one other blue ink stamp, and it's not brilliant, to be honest with you. Yeah, and I'm not that struck on the colour, to be fair. And I saw this while I was having a little mooch like you do, and I thought, well, you know what, that'll go with that journal very nicely, I do believe. And I think I'm right. I think it does go with the journal very nicely. So I'm just doing a very, very faint, just a little trim, just to give it a little bit of framing. There we go. Okay, so that's those done. So I'm just working on one at a time. Let me just get rid of that bit that's just flown over there. And my first one that I'm doing is inspired by the card that I did the other day. So I'm pretty much just going to replicate this little bit because I think that's really pretty, and I think it will make a beautiful pocket, to be honest with you. So what I am doing, I've cut up my little bingo card, and I've got my little, what is this? Bird cage. Although looking at that, I think that might be a bit big actually. Maybe not. I might get away with it. Yeah, it is. They are going to be a little bit bigger than the ones on the card, but I'm actually okay with that, to be fair. I don't mind that. I want to just pop a little bit of ink just around there as well, just to take that white core edge away. Right, and I'm putting these on with some little foamy tabs rather than gluing them straight down, to give them a little bit of height and definition. Now, I'm not quite sure how high that's going to make it. I think that'll be fine. It'll just give a nice little 3D effect, which is what I'm after. And hopefully it won't be too much. They are soft foamy things, so they shouldn't bulk the journal out free much, I wouldn't think. There we go. Okay, do I want one in the centre? I'm going to pop one in the centre just for good measure. Can't have too many foamy bits, can you? Oh, right then. So while you're watching me play, how are we all doing today? Are we all doing good? It's Friday. It's the weekend. Apparently we're in for yet another nice weekend here in the UK. Although looking at the world weather maps, I think everybody's burning up at the moment. I think we're all damned and going to hell, possibly. Who knows? Oh well, I hope you had a good time getting there, folks. Come on. Oh, I do struggle with these, don't I? I suppose I shouldn't really joke about that sort of thing, because I'm probably offending somebody, so apologise if I do. Right then, so I'm going to pop that there. These are literally just going to be embellished. There's no tucks or anything in this at all. I am literally just embellishing. That's all I'm doing on this one. Okay. And I'm probably just going to embellish on the other one as well. Right, so I want that one to go there. And I'm going to have that coming off a little bit. Can't come off too much because of the width of the pocket. But just a little bit I think will be fine. So I want another one just in there. So that wants to go about there, I reckon, to hold it out. And then I'm going to put one there, and then that should catch that bit there, hopefully. That should work. Okay. Maybe I ought to... No, that'll be fine, I think. I was just... I will. I'm going to pop a little piece. Just half of one, I think. Just down there, just to hold that little bit up. Okay. 1, 2. Throw my little bits away in a minute. 3 and 4. Okay. So we are now going to position that about there. Okay, so we're getting a nice little 3D effect going on there, which is lovely. And then we are going to put, let me just take off those little whitey bits on the edge there. Need to be careful how I do this, because I did this in Wednesday's video on a little butterfly and I messed it up and I had to redo it because I put far too much ink around it. And I think I'm going to pop him there because he's lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Scissors. I need some scissors. These will do the job. Okay, let's pop that one down there. I'm going to pop that down there. That's probably a bit too long. Okay, snip a bit of that off. There we go. Okay, and we need to snip a little bit of that one off as well. There we go. Ready ho. I can get that. Oh, has that just pulled the paper off? It has. Oh dear. Oh, Joe, I am so rubbish at doing this. Get off. There we go. And as I've said before, I don't use sticky pokey things very well. Right then. Okay. Got me Flutty Must Buy. Fluttering on by. That's that one. And so simple pimple pockets today. That's it. We're going to pop that on there. So there we go. We've got a lovely little, hopefully you can see that, little 3D design going on there for the pocket, which is beautiful. Love that. And just so you can see what that looks like in situ on a page. So let's say, for instance, that was to go there. I am going to stick out a little bit. No, that's fine. I should be okay with that. Maybe I might need to just trim down that little edge when I put that in, actually. Just a little bit. In fact, I'm going to do that now, because otherwise I know what I'm like. I'll glue it up and then I'm going to take it just down off of there so that I've got 2 there and 3 there. And I think that's fine. I'm happy enough with that. I'm going to pop my little corner back in. Like so. And just give that another little inky poos there. And then when that's on the page, that's perfect now. There we go. And I'm very happy with that. So that will make a nice little, let me show you on that page, because that page is blank. You can probably see it a bit better on there. That'll now go on to the page there, except I would have it on the right hand side purely because of the little embellishment there. So let me find have I got a blank page that I can show you that on? Here we go. Right then, so that could go on there perfectly lovely. So that's another pocket done. Okay, so that's that one. And now I am going to do the second one. So that is this one. And what I've done for this one, I'm doing this one very different. I had a doily, which was too big. So I've just put some little folds in it. And I have given it just a touch of blue ink around the edge. Okay. And then I could just pop a little bit of glue on this just to hold it in place. I don't think it needs an awful lot, to be fair, because I'm going to have this little thingy going over the top of it. And these were printed again at 4 to a page to get that size. So if you're following along one way or another, that's what I did with that. So that just reduces the size of that. And now I'm going to pop that on there. And I want these little blue flowers here at the top. Just want to decide which I want the top on there. I think I'm going to go with that as the top. Okay. And again, all I'm doing with this one is just gluing this down. Like so. And I've forgotten to do something on my other one, which I'll come back to in a moment. I just remembered I forgot a very important bit. Okay, so that's that, and now I want to pop that. Just want to make sure I'm not covering anything too much up, which I don't think I am, because that's just filling that space, and it's just coming over here, just coming over there, and just coming over there. I'm going to stick this one down because I'm happy with it. Happy. Okay, just watching my time. I've already been about 15 minutes, I am aware. Okay, so that's that one. That wants to go up that way round, and I want that about there. Okay, so we're sticking that down with the little doily behind it, and then I'm going to come in with some flowers on this one. And again, I want them to be a little bit raised. And I think 2 on there is adequate. 1, 2. And I want to come in about there with these. Okay. And I've got a little Paris sign there, which I'm going to pop in about there. Pop a little bit of edging around that just to make that pop a little bit better. Pop a little bit of glue on and just slide that into there. Beautiful. And then we're also going to bring in another little butterfly. I think probably there. Actually, maybe. I think there would be rather nice. So, again, I just want a little bit of these. Rushing. Oh gosh, I would be rushing if I could get these blooming things off. Drive you bonkers, don't they? Right, well that's one side off. We'll pop that on. I can't get it off. Get off. There we are. Oh dear. Oh, this one's doing the same now. Oh, there we go. I've got it. Yay. There we are. Okay. I've just put my fingers all over that sticky pad, so I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue on there as well, just to give it a little bit of extra coaxing. Right, I want that about there, I reckon. Okay, now then, what I also want to do is pop a little bit of bling on, because I want this journal to be beautifully blingy and pretty and lovely and gorgeous and all of those things. Yes, I do. So pop a little pop of glue down there and pop his little body gems on there. Are we going to sit straight? No, we're jolly well not. There we go. Okay, so that's that one. Where's my other one? I want to bring my other one in. And I want to do the same on this one. Just want to pop a few little bits down there. Sorry, I paused then because I've just realised I need to trim this up too, which I will do in a memento. Una Momento. Okay, so that's that one. Right, let me just trim this one up. And I'll trim that down there, like so. Lovely. I should have thought about the width of these before I went ahead and embellished, and then I could have had both corners the same, but it in my eyes, actually, I'm okay with it being a slightly different. Okay, and that's it. We are Quickfire Friday done. So we have got this one. Let me stand up and just make sure you're in shot and you can see perfectly good. So we've got that one, which is lovely, very pretty. And we have got this one, which is, again, very pretty, but very different too. Okay, that's it. Quickfire Friday done. I've got another 2 pockets to go in the journal. Only another 16 to go. So have a fabulous weekend if I don't see you before Monday. And if I do see you again, hopefully it'll be tomorrow, Saturday, for Stash Busting Saturday, when I'm going to use all my little bits and pieces up and tidy up my desk. So I look forward to seeing you all again tomorrow. If I don't, see you Monday. Take care, everybody. Bye.